Fantastic. Well, I always enjoy our talks.
I thought that was, it's very profound to bring this forward at this time. And it's exciting to me because we, we as in all of Mukti Ananda Ma, we as in the collaborators, we are bringing this forward now, which to me is an indicator of where we are at in this timeline of going from mortal world to eternal and without death, I should add. So I love that it's just succinctly said in that way that we have graduated from the question of who am I, and we are now entertaining the question of where am I, which is huge.
I can imagine.
Now we are launching in to the creative source and power of defining and living and experiencing a world.
Yes, and the unknown is a profound topic. I have heard many other beings elaborate saying being in the unknown, no matter what identity one is in, is key. The
being
ability,
willing, yes, to being willing to be, because being willing to be in the unknown lets you know, will give you the opportunity to know what's in the unknown. Right? So being willing to be in the unknown doesn't mean you're in the unknown forever. It's just a willingness to expand beyond what you know,
right?
To step into the unknown so you can know what was previously unknowable.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very profound. It's a bit of a loop because it's knowing more of
I know
oneself.
that you're very much like, into all the spiritual teachings and stuff like that. And what are your thoughts on this new question of mastery, which has gone from who am I to where am I?
Well, it always, for me, comes
This is
back to
something that you've
choice.
read in all your choices, in all your books.
True, but it's
No, I'm asking a question.
Oh no, where am I? No, I don't think so.
Have you heard of any master in any all those books you read or teachers that you met? Ask that. Where am I?
Where am I is not common, and I don't believe, other than the consciousness expanding to experience more of oneself.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Have you in
No.
okay? So we're bringing something new forth.
Yes.
I mean, maybe there's people we haven't heard of that ask that question, and perhaps our listeners know somebody or some book. But I think that that's the whole point: is we need a new question of expansion and enlightenment for a new world. So those in this new earth will already have mastered, if you will, or achieved revelation into their identity, to who they are, which is beyond identity, but who they are, and now are exploring, where am I? Who am I? Has, that door, that Pandora's box or whatever has been opened. Now it's, where am I? So that will open and flower. And not that you're still not exploring identities, you are, but you're also exploring being a world creator, which is different than a reality creator, which is an important difference. They're not the same. People are creating their reality. Well, we're really creating our world. We're just not conscious of how we did it or how we're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very profound, and we see examples of that, the same way a baby is surprised by something that it's doing and it doesn't realize it's doing it or something.
Yeah.
So or being in a dream is always the best analogy, because you're everything in your dream: the landscapes, the air, the people you're interacting with, and yourself. And then when you wake up, you're already the larger self. So we've experienced examples of it, but it's definitely can be a little awkward to be in it and not and know it, and yet still not aware at that level of consciousness. So it's exciting. The unknown. I don't know, I don't know what there is to say. When you finish your talk, sometimes it leaves me marinating in it. But it's very exhilarating to have a whole new question.
Yeah. Well, I think all there is to do now is to just ponder and see what creative visions we have, and ponder the paradigms that would hold those visions in place to be experienced. We've already talked about that in in previous talks. Things like being able to enter an eternal embodiment identity without going through the gate of death, right? So that's a paradigm of a new world, right? Where death is really optional.
It is very exciting.
And why is it even optional? Well, that's like a whole nother transmission. So we won't go into that right now, but that's definitely something to talk about, like in this new earth that is being put forth by me and others. Why is it that death is optional? Why does it even exist? So I find that something interesting to explore and share. Probably at another time. But all right, let's wrap this up then.
All right. Thank you, Mukti.